stuff here on YouTube as well as on Instagram. Welcome back to the channel today. Today I wanted to share with you two makes that I've made recently, and they are Vogue 1558 and McCalls 7476, and they're both in blue colorways. Can you tell my favorite color is blue? But anyway, let me get on with the reviews. So this Vogue 1558 is rated an easy pattern by Vogue Patterns, and it does have it only has 5 pattern pieces. It has a front bodice, a back bodice, the sleeves, the neckband, and the front and back skirt sections. So really simple as far as pattern pieces are concerned. But there are a lot of details in it. So the fabric that I use first is this beautiful viscose jersey knit. When viscose is the same as rayon. That was sent to me by Minerva.com in exchange for a blog post. And it has these blue and white geometric designs. Some of them are more blue and then with a white background, and then there's white with the blue background, navy blue background. And I like it because it kind of looks like snake skin or pebbles, and it's super soft, and it was very easy to work with. So that's the fabric that I use, and the style has a lot of details. So one, the sleeves are raglan sleeves, and they have pleats on both sleeves, as well as there are 3 pleats on the front on each side. Well, so 6 total on the front and 6 on the back, as well as 6 pleats on the front skirt, as well as 6 pleats on the skirt back. And there is a neckband, as well as this sewn closed with invisible zipper in the back. So there are a lot of details that are more advanced beginner than I would say beginner, but it's not difficult if you just take your time with it. So the changes that I made is I raised the waistline by 2 inches by using the lengthening and shortening line on the pattern, as well as I cut out a size 12 for the bodice, graded out to a 14 at the waist, and use 14 for the skirt. But on the sleeves I cut out a size 6 because I'm shorter, and so that was the smallest length that they had for the sleeves, and so I cut it out on a size 6, and it fits perfect. And I love how the sleeves kind of puff out at the bottom. So really cute, kind of gives you a 70s vibe. I'm sorry, it's hot in here. It's about, what, 85 degrees today. So anyway, it's a little hot in here. Anyway, what else did I want to say? I also added a waist stay to the waist seam line. And I did that by adding some Peter Sham ribbon, and you could use grosgrain ribbon, onto the waist seam right here. And I'll show a quick close-up of how I did that. And what that does is it stabilizes the waist so that it won't droop down. I read a few blog posts that said that they felt like the waistband was kind of dropping, and so I decided to add that right here just to keep it where I want it to be. And so the last thing that I did was I sewed invisible hem on my sewing machine, and my machine has like a sewing advisor, and you could put in that I'm sewing a lightweight knit and I want to do a blind hem, and it tells you a suggested stitch for it. Excuse me. And so I use that stitch, and mine looks mostly like a normal blind hem stitch, but I guess it just goes a little bit lighter. But a lot of the knit blind hem stitches look like a couple of zigzag stitches, and then it jets out. Zigzag stitches and jets out. And if I can find a picture of what most blind hem stitches look like, I'll put it in right here so that you can know what to look for on your machine or you can just refer to your manual to see if you have one. And a lot of the newer machines have one, because my Viking has one, as well as the kids' brother machines. They do have that knit blind hem stitch on it. So check your machine manual to see if you have one, because this is the first time I did that, and I love how it turned out, because you can barely see any stitching on it at all. And I was concerned because it's white and blue, and even where it hits the blue marks is so tiny you can barely see it unless you're like way up close on it. So for styling, I decided I think it looks pretty good without a belt, but I think it looks better with the belt. And so what I did was I added a belt, and then I put a brooch on it right here just to add a little bit more flair when I decided to style this outfit. And this is a cute little dragonfly brooch that my grandmother gave me before she passed. So anyway, is there anything else? So that's it for my review of Vogue 1558, and I'll be right back to show you my next. Okay, I'm back, and now I wanted to share with you my next make, which is McCall 7476. And I forgot to mention this in my last video as far as what I was planning to make. I was almost done. I just had to hem it. So anyway, this is McCall's 7476, and it is a Learn to Sew pattern by McCalls. And I did version A, the sleeveless version. And well, it's kind of short sleeves because they kind of grow onto the sides, kind of kimono kind of style. And anyway, I did version A, and I used this ponte knit that I picked up in New York City about 2 years ago from Chic Fabrics, and I love it. It's a rayon ponte, and I took my time and I matched all the stripes here on the side seams. Where's the side seam? Here it is, side seams here, as well as the pockets right here. So what I did was I just kind of cut it out and made sure both pieces were exactly the same and would line up with the dot on the pattern piece. So I like how it turned out. It's really simple. There are only 5 pattern pieces to this. It's the 2 fronts, the pockets. There's a neck facing here that's connected to the front facing here, and you just sew that on, and then the back piece. And that's it for version A. If you did the other versions, version B has the sleeve, so it would be 6 pattern pieces if you did the sleeve, and all you do is connect it right here. And I think they even sew that in flat. Looking at the directions, you sew the sleeves in flat. So if you've never done sleeves before, it's super easy. And then version E is a long line one, and it has a collar. But I didn't want to do a collar because the last time I tried to sew, I sewed a cardigan in a ponte. It ended up looking like a blazer. And I wanted this to look like a cardi, and it is a flowier ponte, so it's not super stiff. And the one that I did before was a little bit more stiff, so it ended up looking like a blazer, and that wasn't the look that I was going for. So anyway, I made this sleeveless cardi for the joyvivtopper challenge that's going on until September 15th. On Instagram. So I'll leave a link to their channels below. Joy Barrenhart and Viv of Viv Mom Sews. They're doing this challenge on Instagram. So you can check out their channels for more information. So anyway, oh, and I also wanted to say I hemmed this with just a straight stitch because it's a ponte, and I stayed on the blue line all the way down using blue thread, so you can't even see the thread on the hem, which is so cool. And there's one button that should be here, but I decided to omit it because I wanted to just wear it open. So and if I really want to close, I could just add a cute little belt to it. So Anyway, those are my two makes, my two blues makes. Apparently I'm into blue because even that top that I made last week in the last video was blue and white. So anyway, I'm in a little blue zone right now. So here are some pics and twirls of both of these makes. And thanks for tuning into the channel. I really appreciate all of your support. I love reading all of your comments in the comment section below. And if you want any details about the patterns, I'll leave a link to the patterns below so you can check out the line drawings, as well as I try to leave links to fabric whenever I can, or at least to the fabric store if you ever wanted to call to see if they have this. They probably don't have this anymore because I had this about 2 years ago. I got this about 2 years ago. So the Minerva fabric is on their site, and I'll leave a link to the Minerva, the Viscose jersey fabric online. And anyway, I hope you all have a great day. Take care. Bye.